Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? Special day today. Special day. If you can hear me, say hi in the chat. Today, we are launching the Framer F1. This has been a long time coming, guys. Long time coming. It's our first ever collab for the Knob One keyboard. Really pumped about it. If you guys have any questions today about the Framer One collab, about any of that, feel free to drop it into the comments, guys. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mike. I'm one of the founders here at Work Louder. And as you guys are joining in, I'll reset the room and all that. But we're launching the Framer One today. That's what you guys see on the screen down below. I'm going to be showcasing most of the Framer One live today on the stream. The reason why I say most is because I actually shipped my only sample to one of the Framer social guys. His name's Andy. If you guys know Andy, he's super cool. He creates really awesome content on social. I usually follow him over on X. Anyways, I sent him the basically the only Framer One sample that I had. So today I'm going to be showcasing the Framer One, but with the Work Delta key set on it. And guys, I waited to peel this this little protector off. Ever since I got the sample, guys, I left it on. I wanted to peel it off on stream with you guys. This stream is actually going to be a pretty short stream today, but I want to hold true. To to the goal. I'm only gonna peel this off with you guys on stream. So guys, we're gonna be having a first look at the Framer One today. And yeah, it has the Work Delta key set on it. But guys, don't you worry. The Framer key set looks absolutely as gorgeous as it does in these renders. Guys, if you haven't seen our launch animation, we put a ton of work into that, and we dropped it on our socials today. So yeah, it's our latest video. It's our latest video. Go check it out. Animation done by Ben Fritz over at Framer, and then the sound design was done by Joseph. He's our go-to guy for our sound. So the classic characters involved in this production. And guys, I hope you liked it. We really put a lot of effort into it. Guys, again, if you have any questions about the new product that we dropped today, so the Framer One, which you're seeing on the screen down below, it's also what I got in front of me here. I'll throw this up on the Jumbotron, and we'll here, let's throw this up on the Jumbotron and take this off together. All right, so we got the little. Hold on. Let me try to get the light right. We're not gonna get the sound effects on it too, just because my mic's over here and I want to get the nice shot. But all right, here, let's bring that up and do that slow peel. There you go. Hold on. That slip. Get the light. Okay, there we go. Boom. There you go. I saved that to do with you guys on stream. So a little gratuitous to do, but yeah, I wanted to do it with you guys. So there you have it. All right, let's switch back to this. So guys, yeah, we got the Framer One. We got the Framer One here with the MX Delta key set. I'll show you guys what that key set is on the site here. So if you go under accessories and then under keycaps, it's the first one on the list. That's this key set right here. So that's what we got. That's what we got on the Framer One here. Let me unplug the XYZ, and we'll get this plugged in. I don't think this actually has any firmware on it. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might not have any firmware on it. But that's okay, because my stream's not going to be that long today. Anyways, so yeah, so if you guys were wondering, here, let me slide that over. If you guys were wondering what the Creator Micro and the Framer F1 look like side by side, here you have it. I'll get that framed a little bit better in the shot. Maybe go to the Jumbotron. This is gonna clown me. I need to connect it with Bluetooth now. Yeah, Yeah. All right. So yeah. So guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop those into the comments. Watch in the comments over on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, and there's one more, but I'm YouTube, Instagram, X. What's the other one? And TikTok, of course. Of course, TikTok. All right, guys. So I'm seeing Paul over on YouTube saying hi from Germany. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? I'm seeing Fueled by on his Vince on his normal account. Yo, what's going on? Let's see. I'm seeing Daniel over on Instagram. Framer1, let's go. I'm seeing AB over on Instagram asking, can you tell us the specs? Yeah, so basically the specs are the same as what we got for the Knob one. So it has a 3,000 milliampere battery. The display is this like purposefully pixelated display. Like it's high res enough that you're gonna be able to enjoy everything on it. But it's got a nice little that pixelated texture to it, which we went through painstaking detail to recreate in the renders, just to show you guys that. So hold on, I can't type with this board. Let's pop over into here, and then plug this one in because it actually has some. It's actually got some firmware on it. And then we're gonna go to work louder, although we might be doing a little duplicate thing here. But yeah, so okay, so guys, for the animation here, Ben actually like recreated the RGB pixels. So that's how you actually get this crazy pixel effect. It's really recreated in Cinema 4D. So really hats off to Ben to pulling that all together. Ooh, can I actually rewind in this? I might be able to rewind in this and pause at the right time. I didn't realize you could pause on the browser like this. That's pretty neat. But yeah, so here you go. I'll try to get it at the right moment. Yeah, so there. So you guys can see the actual pixel effect on there. So it's actually quite true. It's actually quite true to the actual product. Not only that, there's also another detail in this. Notice the background. Notice the background of the animation here with the flowers and then the blue section on the next one. Watch this. Notice how it's moving. So for that, guys, we're gonna be adding GIF support to it. And my vision for it is okay, let me back up a little bit. So Mattia, my co-founder, he has like this like uncanny ability to like always pick like the best backgrounds. I don't know how he does it, but he always has like the best background choice. I don't know if you guys have a friend that always has like the coolest like screensaver or background. Anyways, Mattia's my friend that has always the coolest backgrounds. And so my vision for like the whole backgrounds and stuff, wallpapers for the Knob one, the Framer one, and the Nomad Ease are to have like basically like a little community wallpaper zone where there's like staff picks. So you guys will get the Mattia staff pick wallpapers for your guys' devices. So that's kind of like the vision that I had. That's kind of like the vision I had for the wallpapers themselves. This particular one, it's using like the Framer kind of like wild grass, wild flowers kind of stuff, and I just loved how those were like blowing in the wind. So yeah, so the vision is actually to really have it be true to the animation that you guys see on launch. So yeah, so guys, if you were thinking of placing an order for the Framer one or any of the other products for that matter, and it's over 150, drop that order number into the comments, and I'll be able to hook you up with one of our work mats free of charge. Either you can actually get the work mat free of charge, or you can get the Knob One desk mat. So here, if I flip over to the Knob One accessories, where is that desk mat? And then we got the Knob desk mat. Yeah, you guys could get you could get this desk mat free of charge added to your order So normally $70 desk mat, but if you order on stream, happy to add it to the order for free. And we also have the work mat. We also have the work mat, which is this one. If you guys haven't seen this has been absolutely blowing up on social media. Mainly because literally no one makes this kind of desk mat. Like we literally had to make it ourselves so that we can actually have this. So this is what you guys are seeing on the bottom screen there. This is the work mat. It's an actual cutting mat the size of a desk mat. You heard it right. It's an actual cutting mat the size of a desk mat, not a desk mat that looks like a cutting mat. I have to really drive that one home because there are so many desk mats that look like cutting mats but are not in fact cutting mats. This is an actual cutting mat. And yeah, you can get this one free with your order with any order over 150. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about the work mat, about the concept behind it or about the concept behind the Framer one, feel free to drop those questions in the comment. I'm gonna be here for like quite literally only another like 10-20 minutes. Because I gotta run. I told the wife that I'd only do a very short stream today, so I gotta stay true to that, guys. I'm seeing Studio Primary over on Instagram asking, quick question: when is the Nomad E2 / desk mat getting shipped? Very good question. The Nomad E2. I actually got some samples today. I don't know what is in the box though. That's the only reason why I'm not opening it on stream, because I don't know if there are some unreleased stuff that could accidentally slip, and that would definitely be my type to leak something live on stream like that. So we have the pre-production samples of the Nomad E2. I might like open it on my lap to pull out one of these samples, because I know they're in there. But to answer your question, the Nomad E2 is shipping end of June. That's when we'll have like the first batch ready. And then the work mats. So these things, we're actually on our third batch of the work mat cutting mats. So we're expected to get our next batch of those. What's today? We got them, supposedly we got them at the warehouse yesterday. So they should be shelving them. It's in China, right? So they're like 12 hours ahead. So they should be shelving them today, and then orders will be going out as soon as they shelve them. So if you do have an existing order for the work mat placed, it'll be shipped with this batch that just arrived. Let me go grab that box. Studio Primary over on Instagram asked to see the Nomad E2. We just got some samples for them. Let me do like a quick unboxing on my lap. If there's nothing like top secret, unreleased or whatever in there, I'll put the box on the table. We'll open it together. Just give me 1 sec. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll leave the stream running. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. All right. So it is. It's quite the box. It's quite the box. This is a pretty big box. Man, and you know, with the manufacturers, when they ship you these things, they always want it to be like super like sealed and everything, so that you know, like no water gets in or anything like that. But it also makes it usually pretty hard to open. I see that they use like a like kind of like a vented box on this, so it was a little easier to open this time actually. Normally it's like really difficult because they tape it up so much. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this open. All right. Okay. What do we got here? We got some magnets, and they always send us gifts. There's always like some like random gifts and stuff. This time, I'm not sure. Let's unbox the gift, shall we? Let's unbox my manufacturer's gift. Sometimes the gifts are like really on point. Like this was one of the latest gifts that I got from a manufacturer. So they sent this really cool dye sublimated Magikarp custom key set. They know that Magikarp's my favorite Pokemon, and so they wanted to like let us know that they do this kind of manufacturing. So they're like, oh, here's a little gift, by the way. This time they sent. What's this? This might be. Oh, I think this is a little outfit for my daughter. I think they sent me an outfit for my daughter. That's so cute. It's like a little. What is this? Like a cat or a dragon? I'll have to ask them about this. But this is like super cute. So, anyways, they'll send you stuff like this. Like Chinese manufacturers are like really big on customer service and like really like wowing their customers. So like they'll do stuff like this. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Studio Primary over on Instagram says, ordered the Nomad E2 Atomic Orange. Dude, did you see the Atomic Orange sample that I showed on the last stream? Oh man, I think Mattia took it home with him. They sent the sample here. Dude, check this out. Okay, hold on, let's Jumbotron this. Hold on, I think I need to re-establish my Bluetooth connection with my micro here. I'm always using the dev version of the builds, which inherently makes Bluetooth really unstable. But let me try. What do I want to do here? It says it's connected. Probably just need to close input and reopen it. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna reboot my input here. Micro. Yeah, I should probably not be using the dev build when I do streams. I need to be using the most stable version of the products, especially on stream. Okay, here you go. I'll just plug it in for now. All right, there we go. And then this to go to the Jumbotron. Okay, cool. Check this out. Okay, so this is the Atomic Orange top shell. Can I just point out how? Okay, this is through a plastic. Look how vibrant that orange is. Let's take this out. Mattia's gonna be doing all of our final builds here. But oh man, this looks super cool. We got tons of samples in this package. It's like a huge package here. All right, gonna crack this open. Have a look at the Atomic Orange top shell. This thing is fully transparent, by the way. It's full. I'm gonna try not to snap the whole thing as I pull this out of the plastic. But this thing is fully transparent, and it's coated with this UV coat, which gives it this like super silky, glossy finish to it. Almost looks like liquid, but it's obviously not wet. So you're gonna see that liquid like texture when I shine it through the light. You'll just see how glossy it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. So in like a bright light, it's gonna light up kind of like this tangerine orange, and then in the shadows, it's gonna appear almost as like a blood orange. So yeah, I'm just totally in love with the Atomic Orange top shell colorway. Like I said, this one's still the sample. It's still missing like the glass that goes over top and all of that. But we'll be doing like a full build. We'll be doing like a full build in the next few days, and we'll be posting all of that and showing it. So these are all like, check this out. So this is part of the samples that we got. These are all like the different layers of dampening. So I think there's multiple layers of dampening in this for multiple builds that we have in the samples here. But you can see like this is what we put between the plate and the circuit board to help make that nice creamy thocky sound that people have really come to like in the keyboard world. This is the bottom shell. This is the bottom shell here, so you can see it flipped over there. So it's missing the anti-slip feed. It's missing the ruler. This is like all like part by part basically. So when we get samples that look like basically like this. So this is actually a pretty high fidelity sample because this is a pre-production unit. So this is like basically what you guys will be getting, but fully assembled, of course. Okay, I'm noticing some questions here. All right, let's see. So Tristan over on Instagram saying, just logged on. The Framer one looks awesome. Could you compare and contrast it to the Knob one? Yeah, of course. Hold on. Is this a assembled Nomad? I think it, guys, hold on. I think I have an assembled version here. Okay, let me just, like, since I was doing the Nomads, let me finish. Let me finish doing the Nomads, and then I'll do a compare and contrast for you, Tristan. All right, guys. So this guys is, this one is the traffic white build. I noticed that it doesn't have the what's it called, the ruler etching on the back here. It's missing that, but this, I guess this is just the sample of it. But yeah, so this is the traffic white. This is the traffic white Nomad. Oh man, and I actually have the key set, the official key set to go with this. Let's have a look at this. Guys. Okay. So I'll tease the key set, and then I'll bounce back to the what's it called? I'll bounce back to the Knob one, like compare and contrast for Tristan over on Instagram. Studio Primary over on Instagram, dude. We're working on it. We have literally been breaking our heads to go and make sure every detail about this board has not only been improved but perfected. From its predecessor, the Nomad E1. You know, we just really have a lot. We have a lot to make up for, basically, on that particular product like that product line, the Nomad product line. We got a bit of a bone to pick with ourselves on that. So we really wanted to make something really special for you guys. Something that when you pick it up, it's undeniable. That's the impression that people had when they picked up the Knob one. So I think that's maybe a good segue. Okay, hold on, no. I said I was going to tease the keycaps here first for the day key set. Hold on. Man, I of course I messed them all up. I was taking it out. But guys, we'll be doing this build. I don't know if I probably won't have time to do it all today. But we will do that assembly. And we'll get the full day version. Loaded out for this, guys. It's going to look absolutely incredible. Does this have firmware on it? Could it be? It might also be dead. Ooh, there you go. So it has some basic firmware on it to light up. I think this is the key tester one. Yeah. So basically, here, this is actually kind of fun. You guys can see how we internally check that all the keys work. So basically, we made like a little custom widget that when you press the key, it lights up on the screen. So basically what we do is we have a software or like a piece of hardware that will go through and press all the buttons. And then a software will visually check to make sure all these lights are lighting up on the display here. And so that's how we're able to check that all the keys are working. And yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm so pumped. We just got the samples in today for the Nomad E2. So these are really the pre-production units. Looks fantastic. Looks actually fantastic, guys. Okay, so before I go and I build this, I want to just pop back over to do the comparison for Tristan. Okay, so this is the F1 with the Work Delta key set on it. I actually did have a sample this morning for the Framer one with the Framer one key set on it, but I shipped it to Framer so that they could include it in some of their marketing. So I actually don't have a fully completed Framer one, but yeah. So this is what it looks like here. I'll just bump this totally out of the way. All right, so this is the Framer one. Maybe we go on Jumbotron as well for this, and then we got the knob one with the Knobsidian key set on it. So the Knobsidian key set is this fully blacked out key set. So you can see this is the actual knob one. And yeah, and it has the Knobsidian key set on it. Guys, the Knobsidian key set with the Knob 1 on the gray desk mat looks fantastic, I must say. Check this out. It just complements so well. It complements so well, guys. And then not only when you get one of these mats, it's actually double-sided. Oh, is this the sample or is this the real one? This is the sample. Hold on, let me grab a real one here. Okay, so this is actually a sample of our cutting mat, but it's the puzzle piece version that we're working on. I don't think we're gonna go with this design for the actual puzzle piece in the end. I kind of like the more like techie T-shaped one, but you can see here that they're actually double-sided. So you can get green, black, or you can get gray and black. So you can get gray and black or green and black. So guys, if you were thinking of placing an order, today, place the order like within like the next like 5 to 10 minutes while I'm still on stream, and I'll be able to hook you up with one of these mats for free. Because they're actually included with all orders above 150 for orders that are placed on stream. And if you need a reminder of the rules of that offer, it's in the little scrolling banner just below me here. So yeah, guys. So between the Knob 1 and the Framer 1. So here, let me. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Let's pull up the Framer 1. So we got the Framer 1 in all of its glory below us here. So you guys are gonna see some differences here. Look, let me pull up the. Well, maybe I go like this to kind of give like a. Oh no, the lighting is not the lighting is not gonna work in our favor here. But you guys can see on this particular build, I have the MX Delta key set on there. It's just as low profile, but instead of having a convex shape to the keycap, it's actually concave. So you can see these ones are scooped. They're scooped like this, and then on the actual Knob 1 key set below me here, you can see like they look flat. They're ever so slightly puffed outwards, and that gives you like a kind of cloud-like typing experience, because these little nibs at the back here, these are like a proper like rubbery silicone texture, and it really creates this kind of like bouncy typing experience. Not like too bouncy, but it creates like a really joyful typing experience. So yeah, and so that kind of like that bouncy feeling is accentuated with the standard keycaps that come on the Knob 1. So yeah, so we got the Framer 1 all black with these classic blue Framer accents. So you got that little anti-slip there, and you got the dot in the back. Of course, the magnetic feet to match. We also got the Framer logo CNC'd into the base, and then the all blacked out look. One of the things that I wanted to do for this collab was to also include the accent keys all in black. So if you get the Framer 1 and you're like, yeah, but I want just like the all black look, we actually have that. We actually have that with the extra keycaps that are included inside the F1's box. So you'll get those blue accent keys plus the all black equivalents for them. So you can have it like with the little pops of color, or if you're like, I want the all black look, you can get it the all black look, and you're gonna have the perfectly matching key set. Okay, I'm assuming we're having a little side combo in the chat there. So I'm seeing Mercs over on Instagram saying the F1 keyboard, the Framer 1 keyboard looks so cool. Can't wait for my work mat. Are you guys still shipping? Yes. So Mercs over on Instagram, we are shipping the desk mats, the work mats out. We ran out of stock temporarily. We received our third batch yesterday at the warehouse. It takes usually like 2 to 3 business days for them to like count, stock the whole thing, and then once that's done, we can get back to fulfilling the outstanding orders for the desk mats. Let's see what other questions we got here. Dave over on Instagram saying, "Is the F1 sold out yet?" It's not. It's not sold out yet. Honestly, I think the price point is a little steep for the average buyer. But if you think about it, there's only 350 Framer ones being produced. After that, it's out. So when you buy a Framer one, you're getting a one of 350. Framer actually purchased 100 for themselves. So there's actually only 250 for you guys. You guys buying outside of like the Framer corporate circle. So it's an extremely limited run. We won't be doing another black colorway like this, especially not with the Framer pops of color like that. The Framer one key set as well, that is an exclusive key set. So you guys can see here. Let me get something a little zoomed up here. So yeah, so the actual typography that you see on there, the obsidian black color, all of that is exclusive to the Framer colorway. We also have a custom integration with the Framer software and platform, so you'll be able to get like key stats from your website. And Framer's planning on adding some cool, unique hotkey features related to some of the extra buttons that we have on the Framer one. So that's why when you see this kind of like this special keycap there, they're kind of like they're teasing something. I'm not allowed to talk too much about it yet, but guys, there's a lot of stuff in the works. All right, let's see if I answer a couple more questions here before I have to hop off. So I'm seeing Maria over on Instagram asking, can you type something on the F1 keyboard? Just want to listen to the clicking sound. Sure, I'll type. Since this one is using technically a different key set, the build quality will be the same from the Framer one to the Knob one. So I'll use the Knob one because it actually has the actual keycap model or mold of the Framer one. It's just technically a different key set, but the model is still the same. So it'll sound the closest to the Framer one. So I don't need to plug it in to mess up my whole stream. So I'll just let you listen here. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my music. Okay. So hopefully you guys could hear that. That's what the Framer one is going to sound like. All right, let's see. So I'm seeing 10GN over on Instagram asking, what do you do with the screen? So that's a good question. There's actually a bunch of things that you can do with it, and it's going to develop actually quite rapidly because we last month we teased the SDK where it's going to allow developers to create their own custom widgets. And we've been creating a bunch of like custom widgets using AI. So it's actually pretty cool. You can vibe code your own Nomad and or Knob One widget soon. We've seen people do things like glucose trackers that link with their phone. We've seen like audio selecting widgets where you can like use the screen to select which like audio channel you want as your primary for that will work primarily on PC, I think. But yeah, like tons of stuff. For Framer, out of the box, it's going to do things like show you last time you've published, how many live visitors you have on your site, and how many page views you had in like the last 30 days. That's some of like the basic stuff out of the box. But it's also going to have like the music widget from the from the Nomad E product line. We're also going to have, I know this one's silly and I know this one's small, but like GIF backgrounds. And the goal that I have for it is to make it like a kind of like where there's like a staff pick section. So like really well curated backgrounds specifically for this size of display. And where you guys will be able to pick from those. And so like think of it kind of like the default Apple wallpapers. But like with a maybe, I don't know, like maybe a bit edgier, like a little less safe sometimes. I don't know. But they're gonna look cool. They're gonna look really cool. Mattia is awesome at picking backgrounds. I know that's kind of like a weird flex, but he's really good at it. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. He's really good at picking backgrounds. Like every time I see a background or like a wallpaper on his keyboard, I'm like, dude, like, can you send me that? Like, he's really good at it. So we're gonna have like a staff pick thing where people will be able to actually take the picks that like Mattia or Ben put together for the keyboard. So these ones that you're seeing here, these are some from like different Framer launch events. So this like wildflower, like green kind of lensed effect wallpaper over here was from their spring event. This new kind of like material effect, this blue material effect one was from, I think, one of the recent launches. But yeah, it looks super cool. We tease the actual motion of the GIFs in the actual launch animation. So if you haven't seen the launch animation, I highly recommend going to check it out. It is quite literally what I would call a work of art. And Ben really did a great job with that. All right, let's see. We got some questions here. I'm seeing Reflex over on YouTube saying, what material are the top wheel buttons made of? So I'm assuming you're referring to these dials here. These are CNC'd aluminum. Let me swap to the full screen view here. Hold on. Where is this? Come on. Okay. So yeah, so these are CNC'd aluminum. And it actually has this CNC'd kind of CD effect on the top. So there's like a lot of really nice details that you probably won't be able to truly appreciate on the stream just because my camera doesn't want to let you. But there are some like really nice details. If you do end up picking one of these up on stream, let me know, drop your order number into the comments because I'll be able to hook you up with one of these desk mats free of charge. But also, like, if you get one of these guys, pick it up and like really observe it closely. I encourage you guys to do that. We put a lot of detail into these products that could easily be missed if you treat it as like kind of like a whatever product off Amazon. I assure you, it's not. We really looked at all the details for this, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. All right. Just kidding. So 10GN over on Instagram is asking, will the screen be the same on future models for backwards compatibility? Just curious. That's honestly a really cool feature. Also, is the screen comparable with Mac? I'm not sure what you mean comparable with Mac. It will be backwards compatible. So like all of the stuff that we're doing for the Framer one and the updated version of the knob one will work for the previous knob one that we were shipping, so the previous iteration of it. And then like, I mean, you can already see this kind of behavior in the sense of we already have the Nomad E1 out in the market. All of the stuff that we're doing for the Nomad E2, we're porting back to the Nomad E1. It's something like, as a consumer myself, like I really get, like if you spend a lot of money to buy the latest thing at that time, kind of sucks like when the company like launches something new and then it's not backwards compatible. So I like really get that as a customer. So as a founder of a hardware company, I'm making things backwards compatible as well. So yeah, you can expect things to be backwards compatible. All right, I see an order number from Reflex over here. Let me, and my iPad's dead. Okay, I'll jot this order number down. Reflex, if that was an on-stream order, I can actually hook you up. With a work mat free of charge. Let me jump over into Shopify here and like try not to dox myself at the same time. Actually, more it's like dox other customers, but yeah. Okay, here. Let me swap this and check this for you real quick. Yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be here for like maybe like another 5 more minutes to just answer these things. So what do we have? 2, 6, 5, 2, 2. All right. All right, dude. So this order wasn't an on-stream order. It wasn't an on-stream order. But I can look into tossing something into the order all the same. I appreciate the support, dude, and man, I really think you're gonna love your Framer One. I can't wait for you to get it, guys. They are already in production, by the way. That's another thing. So like, piece of feedback that we've received over time was people just didn't like waiting so long for the pre-orders. Like, I know, I get it, you know, it's like no one likes waiting. To be fair though, we actually, for the most of our existence as Work Louder, like we've just been like building the next product, building and building and building. So basically it's hard to actually be able to make the product and then sell it. Just because it takes so long to do, and as a startup, it's difficult cash flow wise. But for the Framer release, for the Framer One, we actually already started production on it, so that's how we're going to be able to ship it so soon. So the wait shouldn't be that long. It's actually already in production. So yeah, Reflex. I'm going to jot down your order number here before I forget. I'm using my phone for my camera though. That's why I'm kind of like looking around for stuff that I can write it on. Let me plug in my iPad, and by the time it's done to stream or whatever, I'll be able to jot it down. All right. Let's see. Oh, Reflex, you said, oh no, I did a separate order for the work mat. That's fine too, dude. Actually, the desk mats are quite difficult to ship because you can't ship these things like totally compact. You're supposed to ship it flat, but we had some difficulties logistics wise with the shipping on that. So we're shipping it rolled. It's okay in the end. There's like an unrolling procedure, but we wouldn't be able to pack the keyboard and the mat in the same shipment anyways. So you did good separating the orders. Not to mention, you'll get your work mat sooner than the actual keyboard, because the work mats came in stock yesterday evening. So there's gonna be a few days for like the not repacking, but like shelving process, and then we'll be shipping those out to customers. Oh man, dude, this is your first Work Louder product? That's so sick. Dude, I'm glad to have you in the community, man. I'm glad you're getting this one. Like, I can very confidently say all the products that we've been putting out lately are our best products, are really our best products. We've learned a lot over the years. If you aren't familiar with the Work Louder story, basically Mattia and I, so my co-founder, and I started Work Louder with literally zero experience making hardware, and 5 years later, here we are today. So there was definitely a learning curve along the way, and I'm glad that you're going to be able to experience our top quality stuff. Dude, thank you for joining this ride, and I really hope you enjoy your Framer One when you get it. Dave saying the magic. Yeah, guys, let me pay some respect here to the Magikarp key set that I got here today. So this was a gift from our manufacturer. Let me see if I can bump up the brightness on this. Crank this. Oh, that's probably okay. Yeah, that's it. So that's the Magikarp key set. This is a one of one. We're not actually selling this. But it's a pretty cool idea of like what we could do down the line. Honestly, getting a Pokemon collab would be absolutely bonkers. Pokemon is like one of my favorite IP. As a kid, I was like, I'll be damned if I'm not a Pokemon trainer when I'm older. So I guess I'm damned in a little in a way, but I guess a good damned. So check this out, guys. We even got the matching like little keys for the macro pad too, to kind of like tie the whole setup together. Honestly, Pokemon collab would be absolutely sick. But guys, I have to say I am not mad collabing with these design companies. Honestly, it's like a wild dream to be collabing with these guys. We have even more on the way too. It's 2026 is going to be a wild year, guys. An absolutely wild year. Legendary Wizard over on YouTube. How's it going, dude? Yeah, I know this is a little bit of a last minute stream. I just wanted to jump on. I wanted to jump on today to showcase both the Knob 1 and the Framer 1. So I'll tuck this out of the, I'll get this out of the way for now. Yeah, and there was specifically a little screen protector that I wanted to take off. So I took that off when we started the stream. But yeah, guys, this is the, we'll switch over to full screen here. This is the Knob 1 with the Knobsidian key set. So this is actually a shine through key set because it's laser etched. It's a laser etched key set. This one that you're seeing here is the Framer 1 with the MX Delta key set. So this key set, this particular key set is shine through. The stock key set on the Framer 1 isn't shine through. But it is what allowed us to do this fully custom typeface on the and like colorway for the key set. So I think the trade-off is pretty fair. But all right, guys. So if you guys have any more questions, drop them into the chat. I'm hanging around here for maybe one or two more questions before I have to run. I'm seeing Chad over on Instagram asking, can we see the Nomad E? You sure can. So this is the Nomad E in traffic white. Let me go full screen Jumbotron here. So this is the Nomad E in traffic white. Let me go bump the ISO on my camera here. Hold on. Okay. It's hopefully a little bit brighter for you guys. Yeah, so there's no keycaps on this. Let's speed run a little bit of keycap stuff. Hold on, let me write down that order number before I forget. Okay, and just bring up a little notepad. All right, and what was the order number? 26522. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we actually do have the MX Delta Day key set in this box. So I'll crack these open here. Okay, hold on. I should have moved this from the mic first. Okay, there you go. All right. Oh man, this is gonna be a sick build, guys. Yeah. Oh man, I definitely will not have time to finish this all on stream today. But what I'm thinking, guys, is I'll save it. I'll save it for the next stream. And we'll put it all on together. So guys, this is the MX Delta Day key set. So this is a double shot shine through key set. And we're going to be putting it on the Nomad E2 over here. It does have some demo firmware on here, so this one actually does turn on provided we have enough battery in it. But yeah, guys, here, look, I'll throw on a couple keycaps, so you guys can at least get a sense of the shine through for what's it called? Actually, like seeing it through the keycaps themselves. Hold on, let's scoop all of this out here. Okay, here we go. Jeez. I need my keycap puller. Where is this thing? Okay. QWERTY. Okay. Dang. It's hard to take these things out when you don't have nails. Okay, here we go. There we go. Boom. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that on camera, but here, let's get a little closer, and it's not gonna focus. No. But yeah, guys, you can see. Hopefully, that's coming through all right for focus wise. But yeah, you guys can see the RGB on that. This is a shine through key set, so you guys will be able. Oh, that feels nice. You guys will be able to see the legends at night if that's a factor for you guys. Let's see. Dave, where's the atomic orange? Yeah, we got the top shelf prototype over here. We got the top shelf prototype over here. We'll do a build. There was enough parts. There was enough parts in the sample shipment that we just received that we'll be able to do a build. But look how vibrant that orange is. Guys, I promise you it's not the camera exaggerating the orange. It really is that bright. It's a pretty crazy atomic orange. I think you guys are really gonna like it, especially those that actually purchase the atomic orange and get this one in person. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it. All right, guys. So let me just check if we don't have any more last minute questions here. I see Ramal built over on Instagram saying, have any quiet keyboards? Actually, ironically, most of our keyboards are quite quiet. Don't be fooled by the name. It's not, we don't only sell loud keyboards. Yeah, we use silent switches. And so Palm silent switches are like some of the most silent switches you can get. And so that's going to give you like a nice typing experience without being like super annoying to everyone in the office. Reflex over on YouTube saying, if you had to use one of the keyboards for the next 5 years, which would you take? That would depend if I'm allowed to keep the micro or not. If I'm not allowed to keep the micro, probably the Nomad E. And that's what I was using. Before we got the XYZ in. So this is my actual Nomad E build. So it's a bit of a Frankenstein. It has like 3 different key sets on it. It's got like a Pioneer back to it. So this is like my personal Nomad E build. So this is what I was using, but this is when I wasn't using the Creator Micro beside it. So I started gaming a lot more, and so like gaming like requires like extra shortcuts and stuff like that. Especially the game that I play does require like a lot of extra shortcuts. So I was like, okay, the small like macro buttons. So here, these like extra macro buttons are great for like admin shortcuts, because like you can actually get this is crazy, but you can actually get up to 16 shortcuts baked into these 4 keys here. And because you can use something called multi-action, where it's like a tap does one thing, a double tap does another thing, a tap and hold does something. And then all of those can change based on each layer that you have. So you can get tons of shortcuts within this. But for gaming purposes, always better to have like dedicated shortcuts, which is why I really like using the Creator Micro for like when I'm gaming. So before I was using the Creator Micro, I was using the Nomad E1. Now I'm spoiled for choice, honestly. Because before it used to be easy. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the Nomad E, or I'm just gonna go to the Knob 1. But now I got the Nomad E, I got the Knob 1. Lately I've been going for the XYZ because the manufacturer sent me my favorite Pokemon key set. So like I've been a little biased to that. Also, I like the fact that it's so compact, and you can also bake in shortcuts like quick commands based on like the kind of key presses you do over here. And it's really easy to do using input. So here, like I'll pull up input on this bottom monitor, and I'll show you like what I got mapped on my XYZ. So all right, after this question, I really got to bounce though, guys. So like here, I'll show you what I got on the XYZ. So like you might be wondering like, well, what kind of small shortcuts do you have? So on my FP layer, I'll unplug the board just so I can, oh shoot, I can't unplug it and then also show you. This one's not wireless. So the XYZ is not wireless. The Creator Micro is wireless. I'm just using it wired for now. It's just more stable for stream stuff. So when I got the dev build on there. But the XYZ, so like for instance, if I hold down like this bottom left key over here and then press this top shine through key at the top here, that one, for instance, does shortcuts. So that's what you can see I have mapped here. Below it, it's copy. Below that is paste. But if I double tap, so like this one with the little star on it, if I double tap that, so I hold the bottom key, I hold this bottom key, and then I double tap that star key, it actually does cut. So you can have it do different kinds of actions based on how you tap that key. That's called multi-action. And so like I have it, so when I hold the bottom left, so it's pretty much I have like everything just holding this bottom left key because it works well like if I hold it with my thumb or hold it with my pinky. So it basically turns this whole part of my keyboard into a macro pad. So that I can keep this one like just for exclusively for gaming stuff, or like if I have gaming stuff but I want like, so for instance, like I have like screen recording stuff. So like I'm not always like recording clips of the gameplay stuff that I'm doing. So like I'm like I don't need that on the macro pad, so I'll put it on the keyboard. So like when I hold the bottom FP key and then press this key right here, so it's one of my layer keys or like right beside my layer key, it starts like an active screen recording or like saves the last replay. So that's what I have these two buttons there. If I go to my second layer, I have like the layer key plus the space bar is the emoji menu. If I do this layer key plus the F key, it does like mission control where it spreads everything out. So like that's just like a handful of like the most common things that I'll map to my keyboard just for like navigating admin stuff. Of course, like I got all like my media controls on the dial. So like volume up to turn it, volume down, turn it down. Clicking it is play pause. When I want to change songs, I hold the FP key over here and then I turn the dial and it like scrubs through it. So yeah, lots of like really fun stuff that you can do, and you can customize this. It's like totally customizable. That's one of the things I really love about it. All right. So, Dave saying Defo needs a cheat sheet for my XYZ. Yeah, we're working on the cheat sheet for the micro, but it will come for other things like the XYZ as well. All right. So I'm going to answer one more question here from Miles Human over on Instagram saying, are the Knob One keyboards pre-order only forever? Wondering if I'll be able to order from a warehouse at some point. So it's only on pre-order while we're manufacturing it. Once it's done manufacturing, it comes in stock. It usually only stays in stock for a very short period of time because we don't make a ton extra. So in this case, the Framer One, there's only 350 being made. That's it. So if you really liked the Framer One, which is this keyboard that you're seeing here, this one is a 1 of 350. The Knob One, I think, is more of like a 1 of what was it? I think it's like 3,000. But still very limited, still a very limited run. So if you're looking to actually get one of these, always better to just pre-order it. And even better, pre-order it on a stream allows you like extra free gifts added to your order. So like on this stream, we're doing, you place an order on the website, drop that order number into the chat, and you'll get one of our work cutting mats free of charge added to your order. So it's actually any order over 150 that's done on stream, you're eligible to get one of these work mats for free. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Guys, today was a really short stream. We'll be doing another stream probably later this week on Friday. So if you guys didn't get your question answered, or you're looking to place an order but just didn't have time on this stream, we'll be doing another stream where you'll be able to take advantage of the stream gifts. Until then, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. And Shovering over on Instagram, I see you just dropped a question. Do you have the Atomic Orange Nomad E2? I do. We'll be building it on the next stream. So here's a little teaser. Here's a little teaser of the Atomic Orange colorway. Dude, it's not the camera that's messing with the colors. It is really this vibrant. So yeah, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this. Legendary Wizard, yeah, dude, it'll most likely be on a Friday. I'll give you a little ping in Discord when we're doing it. All right, guys. Until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next one, guys. All right, peace.